Welcome to the Healthy Brain Podcast. Today, the topic is all about summer transition. Summer solstice just happened on June the 20th, just a few days ago. So this is the time that we can shift and focus on different activities in this transition. Just like nature makes this transition, you can see it with, of course, the leaves and the flowers and the sun, we can also shift. And I'm going to be sharing 10 ideas for embracing summer and the summer transition. Before I do that, though, I want to invite you to join my 12-week Brain Health Bootcamp. The registration is now open. The link is in the show notes. We kick off the boot camp on July 7th, but I want to share a couple of things about, you may be thinking, well, do I really need to improve my brain health? Well, I like to explain to potential clients and clients that when we improve our brain health, yes, we improve how our brain is functioning, but I want to share results that happen when you improve your brain health. You lower your risk of developing dementia. You lose weight. You pay off debt. You start engaging in meaningful relationships. You actively participate in family activities and events. You try new things, you're more adventurous. You begin becoming happy with your present life. Maybe you get a degree, you renovate your house, maybe you start a new business. So you see, when we emphasize and when we focus on brain health, we can have so many results. It means that we reach our goals. For us to achieve the results that we want, our brain has to work optimally, because we need to overcome the obstacles of inaction, procrastination, perfectionism, fear. We will learn in this boot camp how to be motivated, consistent, courageous, abundant, at the same time being happy. This sounds great, doesn't it? And you can achieve it. Join my 12-week boot camp. I do want to share a few of the topics, the brain health topics. Each week is focused on a different topic that has been clinically proven to improve brain health. Some of the topics include stress management, time and productivity, habits and routines, brain health routine or brain health nutrition, exercise to optimize brain health, meditation, mindfulness, and yoga. And in addition to the weekly group coaching and Q&A topics that I'm hosting in the program, I'm also giving people 3 private coaching sessions to schedule with me throughout the 12 weeks. Make sure that you sign up and register. You can find the link below in the show notes. All right, so let's get into the topic, which is summer transition. Number 1, so there's 10 ideas. Some of them interweave, but most of them are 10 ideas that I just want you to consider that will help you to maximize on your enjoyment of the summer and also really help you embrace the summer. Number 1 is keep a schedule, but a flexible schedule. It's important to have structure, or else you'll get to the end of the summer and you wouldn't have completed maybe any of the things that you want to do. It could be activities that you want to do. You may just laze around, or maybe you're just driving the kids here and there and everywhere, or maybe if the kids have grown up, you're just not enjoying summer. Well, when you can keep a schedule and keep routines, then you can schedule in other fun things that you want to do in the summer. And that leads to number 2 and 3. So number 2 is schedule 1 fun event per week. It doesn't have to be major, but it's something like maybe going to the zoo, go to a drive-in movie, take a long trail walk, maybe go to the museum. Maybe you want to do some window shopping, go to a cute little downtown area and window shop. So that can be one event, at least one activity a week. Now, the third suggestion is to schedule one bigger summer activity per month. So that could be a weekend away or a night away. It could be driving to the beach. It could be a spa day. So really anything that you would do in the summer that you wouldn't necessarily do in the winter. There's just so many ideas. You could go fishing if you'd like, or you could drive to the beach, like I said, with a go to the beach, not just to lay around, but maybe you want to take a long walk in the beach. Okay, so if you have that capability. Now, the next few suggestions are based and can be coincided with TCM. So TCM is traditional Chinese medicine. And the basis of traditional Chinese medicine is that each season is associated with a different element, a different earth element, a different emotion, an organ in our body. And we can do things to support our body during this transition. That's why it does feel different when you live in a winter climate and then it becomes spring and then it's summer. Our body responds differently. So in traditional Chinese medicine, when there's an imbalance in the summer element, and I'll explain the summer element, but I just want to share the imbalances. So if you're feeling scattered, if you have a short temper, maybe you're feeling impatient, easily agitated, more mood swings, you're feeling hot all the time, maybe you have heartburn, a lot of stress, irritation, anxiety, depression, sleep problems, brain fog problems, those are signs of an imbalance in the summer element. And the summer element and the TCM, so traditional Chinese medicine, in the summer, it's considered a yang season. And a yang season means there's energy involved, movement, activity, expansion. The earth element, or the element, is fire. And that's why when we have an imbalance, and when you go back to that list, it's that irritation, sleep problems, brain fog, mood swings, feeling hot all the time. That's when we are imbalanced. So how can we create more balance and support this summer transition and this summer season? I'll get to some of the points. The other thing I wanted though to mention is in TCM, the organ is the heart and the emotion is joy. I love that, thinking of the summertime joy. So how can we bring more joy to our summer? Keep all of these in mind, and I'll go to number 4. So number 4, a suggestion to embrace the summer transition is to eat more vegetables and fruit. Generally, these are cooling foods, so this complements the fire element of TCM, of the summer season. Some examples would be eating more salads, cucumbers, dill, mint, asparagus, watermelon, papaya, mango, oranges, kiwi, strawberries, cantaloupe, lemon, lime, peaches. An idea is to go to the farmer's market. Find a farmer's market. I love to go on Saturdays, and I have to be honest that I haven't made it this season yet. I've been busy on the weekends, but I plan on going this weekend. You can discover new vegetables and fruit, and it just being around farmer's market and just the hustle and bustle, I love it. And to me, it really signifies summer, that I'm really maximizing on summer. I like to wake up early on Saturday, go to the local farmer's market, beat the crowds. That's a suggestion to get there earlier. Plus, you get a better choice on the produce. And honestly, I find it's later in the summer that the best produce comes out, but I'm in Michigan, so it will be different for everyone. Number 5, the fifth idea is boosting your hydration. And this is important to balance the fire element. And we know that it makes sense. You have to drink more water. I have my water here. Drink more water. But what you can do is boost your hydration. And I've recently done this. I've put sliced citrus like lemon, orange, lime in a pitcher, and I keep it in my fridge. And it has just transformed how I'm drinking water. I put it in a nice glass. I don't put it in this. This is my additional water, but I put it in a nice water glass container and drink this citrusy water. You could also, if you didn't want citrus, you could try mint in there, or mint and cucumber would be really nice. It really is refreshing. So boost your hydration is super important in the summer season, and make it fun. That's the point too. You can boost it by making it fun. The sixth idea is to plant or grow something. A small garden, a tomato bush. I know I've seen those little tomato plants that are in a container, and they have like a little trellis, and they have grape tomatoes. Just growing something, maybe a little herb garden on your windowsill or outside. I like to grow a big garden. I've had my challenges with the wildlife, and I think I now have everything growing. I literally had to plant my beans twice and my cucumbers twice because a rabbit got in, I thought it was deer, but they got into my garden. The rabbits ate my lettuce, but now the great thing about lettuce is they ate all the lettuce, but now it's coming back. So that's good. But really, a way to embrace summer is to grow something. Even if it's flowers, if you didn't want to really go to the garden vegetable pathway, get a new plant and grow it. Watering it. I love watering my plants. Every day I go out there and I check to see how they're doing, and I water them. And this really helps me to enjoy the outside and to enjoy the flowers and the vegetables. The seventh idea is to try a new summer exercise. Now, remember what I said with the TCM, the element, it's a yang, or the TCM summer, it's a yang season, it's energy, movement, activity. You want to use up this energy, because through this winter time, we sort of do this hibernation, and now is the time to do activity. So what I like to do is find a new activity to do, or one that I haven't done in a while, and really dive into it, or just schedule it in, purchase a package. Last year, I purchased a package at a local bar company, BARRE, to do bar. And I did that for 3 months, and that was just enough for me. And then I went back to, I like to exercise at home, but it could be maybe a yoga practice that you want to really double down and do. Instead of once a week, maybe you want to do 2 or 3. Maybe you want to try a different type of yoga. So it could also look like biking more. Maybe you have a bike that you can fill the tires up and go biking. Maybe you can canoe. Some local streams and rivers, they have canoe parks. So maybe that's something that you've wanted to do. Well, this is a time and an encouragement to try it out. The eighth idea is to learn something new. And this really coincides, all of these really coincide with brain health, but by learning something, you can have a topic that you want to dive into. And the next thing I would suggest within this number 8 suggestion for summer, embracing the summer transition, while you're learning something, go to the library. And I have fond memories of going to the library, and I've kept up the tradition with my kids when they were younger, and I still go to the library frequently in the summer. I get so much joy about with borrowing at least 10 books. So what I do is I go to the library, to the new library or the new book section, either fiction or nonfiction. And if a title calls out to me, especially with nonfiction, I'll just grab it. I'll maybe look through it a bit and then plop it in the bag. And I love coming home with a ton of library books, and then I just spend time looking through it. You can use this idea of learning something new. Maybe you want to deep dive into some gardening ideas. Maybe you want to learn about history. Maybe you have another idea of starting a business. This is the time to you have this energy. There's this energy, and if you don't have this energy, that's what we're going to be working on in the Brain Health Bootcamp. The techniques and the tools that I have there will help you to get rid of this stagnation, that you can rediscover this joy of learning and curiosity. So it's different for everybody of what they want to learn, but I would recommend go to the library and just peruse through the aisles and see what calls out to you. Number 9 is slowing down. The summertime, slow down, summertime. This is the time to really take those afternoon naps if you're able to, especially on the weekend. Just take an afternoon nap, leisurely read in the afternoon, take up a meditation practice, maybe a digital detox to help you really disconnect with all the social media and a lot of things coming at us. Take the time. What will it be to slow down and focus on self-care? So that would be number 9. And number 10 is notice the beauty around you and practice gratitude to boost your heart. Now, some of these other ideas will boost your heart organ, but as the TCM, the organ is the heart. We want to really support the heart. We know that gratitude is really a heart-centered emotion. And when you notice the beauty around you, the summer beauty, that can really cultivate a stronger heart, especially with practicing gratitude. Ways that you can notice and bring in the summer to you, maybe flowers in your work area. I actually have flowers in behind me. I have flowers in front here. That really makes me smile when I have flowers around. Maybe notice what you're wearing. Is it summery? Or are you still stuck with sort of the fall, not necessarily the fall, the winter and the spring? Or can you buy yourself a fun, cool summer dress and just try it and see how it feels? Of course, there's sandals, wearing sandals. That's another good way to really bring summer into your space. Notice what you're listening to. Do you have a summer playlist? Instead of listening, I love listening to podcasts, but sometimes a nice summertime playlist when I'm making dinner, I enjoy my evening so much more. So those are some ideas of how to embrace the summer transition. And I've complemented it with a little bit of info about traditional Chinese medicine, which really is a way to just support our body and our brain. I do encourage you to sign up for this 12-week Brain Health Bootcamp. Starts July 7th. You can find the link in the show notes, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.